welcome back to our channel. I'm Bianca, I'm one of the bosses, and today we're doing things a little bit different. So first off, this is a raw, unedited video. I'm not gonna edit everything. I might push the sound up a little bit, but that's it. I'm not gonna edit anything because I don't have time. I'm running out of time. I should have gotten up a video for you guys yesterday, and I'm just not getting around to it. And I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So welcome outside and edited. I hope there's not too many noises. We have airplanes practicing for the air show on Saturday. We have cars driving around crazy today, birds, wind, everything. But this is real life and me being candid. And on that note, the video that I'm gonna share with you today is very true, candid, and open. So I am going to talk about things that I have changed in the past 5 months. As the theme on this channel is for us to grow with you as wives and husbands and fathers and mothers into who Christ wants us to be, closer to Christ, right? That's the goal here, growing, improving, and for us to show you how we grow is to also show you the vulnerable and honest, true side of everything. So I've made a running list of things that I have changed in the past 5 months. It's May now. It's officially been my birthday last week, the week before that. I don't know, my birthday is always very long. So I'm 29. This is my last year in the 20s, so I need to I thought I might just reflect a little bit and see where I'm at, where I want to go, and so on and so forth. So with that long intro out of the way, let's get to it. Number one thing, okay, keep in mind this is things that I've changed in the past 5 months, so in 2023. Okay, so number one is trying to keep up with the Kardashians. So last year I went on this very interior designing kick where I really wanted everything to be perfectly curated in my home and look a certain way, and I decided that it's a very stupid idea because first of all I have a toddler, second of all I don't have that kind of money. So then I decided to use what I have and only buy something once I really cannot stop thinking about it and I have budgeted for it. So that's what I'm doing, and including with keeping up with the Kardashians is me trying to be changing our lifestyle in a way that's just not possible where we live. For example, I really want to buy only sustainable and ethical clothes. I cannot find them here. This is a small city. Wouldn't actually classify it as a city, but it is a small city, and you don't find that much ethical clothing. The ones that are here that's sustainable or ethical is first of all very not my style, very because I am changing, buying things that I actually like these days. Stop wearing these old stuff. But it's just it's frumpy, and it makes me look like I'm already very old. So no, can't really find things like that here. I am continually on the hunt for online stores and that type of thing, and trying to find new shops to shop at. But for now it's just not possible, so I buy what I find, including everything I do, like eat, Twitter sheets, makeup, everything. I'm just we cannot keep up with this Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest perfect picture. It's not realistic, okay? It's just not. So let's stop pretending that we are perfect. So let's stop pretending that our house is always spotless. Let's stop pretending that we've got everything all together all the time. Let's just be honest and be true inspiration to other mothers and women around us, and stop being unreachable. Just be realistically you. And that's what makes you beautiful. And God accepts you just like you are. Okay, I'm going on around. Number 2, feeling guilty about being at home. So when I speak to friends or acquaintances or people I know or people that ask me, oh, so what do you do for a living? Yes, I have a lot of things. I do YouTube, I do Instagram, I do my job at the university, which is actually my full-time job, but it's not like a full-time job. It doesn't make any sense, but anyway, I also have my organization business, which I am curating and picking when I want to work, because my main goal right now is staying at home with Lara, doing homeschooling, spending time with her, just being a homemaker. That's my dream and that's what I want to do, and it's possible for me to do it with all of my side jobs. So whenever people ask me like, what do you do? And I say, oh, I stay at home most of the time, or I can meet you in the middle of the day because I'm home. And then they would like look at you accusingly and like, how dare you? Or, oh, that's fun, you must do nothing all the time. No, I don't do nothing. I'm very, very busy. In fact, I'm struggling to do everything that I'm supposed to do, hence this unedited video. No, I'm just gonna stop feeling guilty for being able and having the privilege and the blessing to be at home and work from home. It's like, I don't know why society makes us feel like we should be in a corporate ladder climbing up the stairs all the time. No, not feeling guilty about that anymore. That's just something I've changed. Like, I don't care anymore what you think or what you think success looks like, because I have my own image and version of that. Moving on that topic is feeling guilty because I only have one child. Whenever I feel like I want to say like I'm a little overwhelmed, or I'm too busy, or sometimes it's difficult, or like I want to complain, but not in a sense that I don't appreciate what I have, because oh yes I do, I'm absolutely blessed. But then you get moms that have more than one child, and they're like, ugh, how dare you complain, how dare you say it's difficult, how dare you say you are busy, because the whole idea behind it is you are only overwhelmed and only allowed to be busy when you have like 3 or 4 or 5 children, or even 2. Like, stop it, stop making other moms feel guilty. But I've decided for myself, I am not going to feel guilty if I only have one child, if I only want one child, if I am busy or overwhelmed or just want to complain a little, just to get it out and vent about whatever I'm feeling. I will not feel guilty just because I've one child. I have a child, and even if you don't have a child, please take this as your permission to not feel guilty. Number 4, trying to convince everyone of my opinion, or trying to feel like I'm the smartest person in the room. I've let go of that. I've been like that. Honestly, it's a very bad thing to be like that, in my opinion. But that is how I am. I like to be the smartest. I want to convince everyone to believe in what I believe. But I've let go of that, and I've started to listen more to what others think and their opinion, and maybe just taking that back, deciding for myself. And when someone asks, I will give my opinion. If they don't, then I try to just listen. Am I getting it right 100% of the time? Absolutely not. I'm very terrible at this, but I'm trying at least. I'm growing. That's the goal. Okay, number 5, the music I listen to. I've changed it drastically. I do not listen to any profane music. Anything with swear words, no. Anything sexual, no. Anything that's promoting like an intimate relationship before marriage, no. anything that is literally speaking bad things over my life. No. Anything that says I love that song of BB Rexa where she's like, I'm bad, or even Billie Eilish's Bad Guy. What's that song of, like, I'm crazy, the one she's like in the, anyway, that song. I'm not listening to that kind of, wow, that truck was loud. I'm not listening to that kind of music anymore. No, all done. No, because I'm the type of person, when I watch something or I listen to something, I really like take it inward. I really start taking on that role. If I sing a song where I'm depressive, I will feel depressed for at least a week. If I watch a show, like One Tree Hill, that's my favorite series. If I watch One Tree Hill and I'm not in a healthy space of mind, I start acting like Peyton, who says I'm always losing everyone, or I start acting like Brooke, who's just dressing bad. But that was 10 years ago, but you get the point. I take on the role or the things that I listen to. It really like brainwashes me in a light sense, if I can put it that way. Not the best choice of words, but I just want to explain somehow. So I just pick very carefully what type of music do I listen to. I do not only listen to gospel music. I listen to secular music as well, but I pay very, very close attention to what the words say, and what they speak over your life, because everything that comes out of my mouth is power. Not gonna give the devil that power. Okay, number 6, I changed my focus on serving. So I've been convicted. I told you guys in the previous vlog about being a better wife, and I've been just feeling a little bit like I am a very selfish person, or I tend to make everything about me and everyone's opinions or behaviors. Then I'm like, what did I do wrong? And I was like, seriously, why are you doing this? So again, I think it's just God and His Spirit just working in me and convicting me, and like, hey, this is not about you. So my goal here is to serve others and to shine His light. So I've just changed my mindset in a sense that it's not about me, it's about serving others and giving them what they need. And the wheel does turn, like you get it back, it comes back to you. But just like changing your focus, it really makes you a little nicer to be around. Okay, so number 7 is being selfish. Same kind of thing, going on the same thing. But in this sense, I mean that I am a very selfish person when it comes to food, money, time. Okay, so I've started in the last 5 months to not be selfish about that things anymore. So I've really gone out of my way to teach myself that I should give money away, I should give food away. Whenever someone comes over, I would really go out of my way to try and like do whatever you want, take whatever you want, whatever you need, just give without like having that. The problem, I would say my problem was a scarcity mindset. It's a scarcity mindset thing where I'm really like, what about tomorrow? What about then? What if I don't have anything then? What if I lose everything? It's a really scarcity mindset, due to how I grew up, and I really opened my eyes to see, like, whenever you have that scarcity mindset, you do not have faith. So really, like, putting my faith in God He has always provided. He is my provider. Why am I thinking that he's not going to provide tomorrow? Why am I worried about that? Why, if I got something, I want to keep it for myself? Because he tells us to, when you get something, you need to give it to others. Like, you need to give. You need to take your blessings and bless others. That is what God wants us to do. So why am I being so little faith-minded, you know? So I'm just like putting my faith in God and just not being selfish anymore. That is something that I've done the past 5 months, and you know what? It's absolutely relieving. It's so relieving. Like, it's really, really is. Moving on to number 8, worrying about everything. Like, everything. What about the clothes that we wear? What about what snacks we take out? What about this? What about that? Like, I'm really a worry freak and a control freak. So just like, who the heck cares? Who cares if you look funny? Who cares if my hair is not washed because I don't have time for it? Who cares if my house is untidy? Who cares if Laura wants to wear 2 different shoes? Who cares? Who cares? Just let it go, okay? So I'm not saying that I'm worrying about nothing, because that would be a lie. But I'm not worrying about everything in the sense that I stopped worrying about things that don't matter. Really focus on the things that do matter and will make a difference, everlasting, and stop worrying about the stuff that doesn't matter. It's not going to affect you or anyone else. And if someone has an opinion, that's their problem. I don't care. Okay. Then number 9, my laundry system. Let's get a little bit lighter here. My laundry system is something that I've changed, and I've explained that in a previous vlog, where I just like stopped having like I would do laundry every day and just leave the piles everywhere in baskets everywhere, and now I've changed that. I made myself a rule. I'm not allowed to put the basket down if it's not empty and my laundry is up to date. There's no clothes lying around, except when it rains and the laundry is inside on the rack. Then it takes about at least 12 hours before it gets, maybe 24 hours before it actually gets put away. But when it's hanging outside, then it definitely gets put away. So my laundry system is working, and it's really, really helpful. Number 10, caring about stuff so much is something that I've changed. I constantly cared about things, materialistic things, like things in the house. I remember I've always had this mindset. I remember when I was small, I once broke something in the kitchen, a glass or a plate or something, and I immediately started crying because I was so scared because I broke something. And then my dad was just like, why are you crying? It's an accident. You're not gonna get in trouble. Like, it was an accident. Stop, it's okay. And I'm till this day still like that. I'm so scared if something breaks. I'm so scared about, like, I'm really precious about stuff. I think it's also a thing of a scarcity mindset. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. But I've tried, like, I'm shifting it off, becoming more minimalist, going on this whole decluttering journey with you guys, and it's so much better. And then when Laura breaks something, I'm just like, nah, it's okay, don't worry about it. Or even like, if I have something expensive that I don't want her to play with, why do I have it? Because I'm gonna have a kid for the rest of my life. Why do I have it? So just like changing my mindset and not caring about materialistic stuff so much anymore, and just throwing it out, getting rid of it. And honestly, I'm getting rid of anxiety, which is a good thing. So one for me. Next thing that I have changed in the last 5 months is saying no to Laura a lot. I stopped saying no to her for everything, and just changing, first asking myself, why not? Why not? What's the worst thing that can happen? Why not? And just letting her be a child. Okay, number 12, using my talents to worship is something that I really started implementing. I am someone who I would say 80% of the time did use my talents, any talent that I have, but now I've really changed this year by focusing the way that I use them and using them as a way of worshiping. And not to say that I'm only doing things for the church, which I am definitely doing more of. But no, there's different ways of worshiping. Just doing it to say thank you to God and doing it in a way that honors God is a way of worshiping. But just really focusing on how I use my talents. Then number 12 is letting my home reflect God. In the past 5 months, I've really changed things up in the house. Things like doing prayer walks, anointing the house, things like changing up the decor so that it's evident that we serve God. I know there's not 10,000 scriptures in my house, but I'm just really picky about what I put up. I do have, I think, 2 scriptures up in my house. We have like a Bible study corner. We have like a prayer request thing up. I think that's very specifically biblical. But the rest of the things are just like beautiful and not offensive, not worldly. I didn't even have to take something down, honestly, but just the covering my house in prayer, that's what makes the difference. Moving on, number 14, doing things I want even if I don't get money out of it. So I've really had this whole thing of I can only do stuff that makes me money. If I do something, I should get something out of it, which is a lot of rubbish because it doesn't make you very happy. So I started doing some things because I am doing so many things with the goal to make money, but I started doing things that make me happy just because I want to. Just because. Am I getting something out of it? No, I'm not. I'm actually losing time, but I'm gaining joy. So it's fun, and that's why I'm doing it. Then number 15, I buy what I need. Wow, this is a whole scarcity mindset video. Again, something I always did. I would never buy something I need, like clothes. Clothes is a very good example. I don't buy myself clothes ever. I think in the past 10 years I've bought myself maybe 8 pieces of clothing, maybe, if it is that many. Like, I do not buy things that I need. If something breaks, if even like toiletries, if it's empty, I'm just like, I don't need it anymore. I just don't buy what I need because I always focused on food, always focused on but what do others need around me, which is good for my selfishness, but I never respected myself enough to buy what I need. And I'm not saying I'm buying things that I want. That is not what I'm doing at all. I'm not going into the shops and like, oh, that's a nice dress, and I buy it. That's not what I'm doing. I'm still not, I don't think I will ever do that. I don't think so. But what I am doing is, if I do not have a jacket, I buy myself a jacket. If I do not have something and I really need it, I use it on a daily basis, or it's really like important to me and I like it and I will use it. It's not gonna take up extra space. It's really something I need and want in a sense that I am gonna use it. Then I buy it for myself. I definitely plan for it ahead of time and I definitely budget for it. I don't just buy everything as I go along. So I make a running list on my phone and like, this and this and this is what I need. And if I see it on special, then I have like a certain amount allocated for things that I need, and I buy things for myself, which is a good thing because I haven't done that. And it's time. I'm 29. It's time. Okay, number 16. I changed my Bible study expectations. I expected myself to be this very like person who does Bible study for hours on end, always write down notes, always do research, always read out of 10 different translations, because that is how my mom always did it. And no shade to her, she's amazing at doing Bible study, such a good example. But I saw her doing that when I was older, and it's not possible for me in this time and moment of life to do that every single day. It's not. So I changed my expectations, because guys, how I did this is God gave me this verse where he says he's with you in every phase of life. And I just realized, Jesus knows what phase I am in. He knows my heart. He knows what I want to do, and he knows what I'm capable of. So yes, do I do research? Yes, I do. Do I read out of different translations? Yes, I do. Do I do our Bible study? Yes, sometimes I do. Do I do it every day? No, I don't. Honestly, I do it probably once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. So in the beginning of the year, I shared this on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there. Hi, Luna. But I shared it there that I am doing a Bible study of Matthew 5, the Sermon on the Mount. And I'm actually now at verse 14. I've started this in January, and I'm really taking it slow and doing like, maybe I write down the verse today, I memorize the verse tomorrow, next week I research the verse, and the week after that I find a different research, the week after that I do different translations. But I focus very long until I feel I completely 100% comprehend this verse. I memorized it and I know it, and I've really taken it to heart, and it makes sense, and I have no questions left. It takes me long, and I'm only at verse 14 now, and I don't care how long it's gonna take me to do this Bible study. But in between, I do pray daily, I do read daily, and sometimes that reading looks like reading on my phone when I go to twinkle on the toilet. Sometimes I read out of a children's Bible book. That's just life. So I do make a point of spending time with God every day, whether that's in the car or sitting on the couch doing study. But I do need to start my day with God. I do need to end my day with God. And I do need to communicate constantly throughout the day, or otherwise I just completely lose myself and all my values. So it's very important to me, but the way I do it and the expectation I have for myself, I changed it, because God does not expect me to hate spending time with him, because I just can't do it. He wants me to love it. He wants me to crave it. He wants me to really enjoy it and find food out of it. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, moving on. Number 17, talking negative, mostly about myself, but about others as well. I'm talking body image. I'm talking criticizing. I'm talking like anything negative, really. I just really focus on trying to stop talking negative. I'm trying. Okay, moving on. Number 18, I'm getting cleaner. I think I've shared this with you. I honestly don't know, but when Laura was born, I decided to switch over to cleaning products in my home, because once she started crawling, she obviously got into the cleaning products. And I was just like, you know what, instead of just putting them up high, let's just swap them out completely and go all natural. And that's what I'm doing. And in the past 5 months, I've just really been taking it a step further every now and again. So everything I clean with in my house, except my laundry soap, detergent, and my dishwashing liquid, is natural. Everything else is natural. I have been like changing up my face products, which I wouldn't say it's just natural. I do use chemical things, but it's cleaner. There's no perfume in, no all of that weird words that no one can pronounce. I'm just focusing on getting a little bit more clean, being more intentional. That's such an overused word these days, but yes, I'm trying to just be cleaner in life, take on a little, just be more conscious of what I'm taking into my body, and chemical wise. Okay, moving on. Then that is all the things that I've changed in the past 5 months. Then I'm going to quickly just give you a list of things that I want to still change this year. Am I going to? I don't know. We shall see. But first thing I want to change is my income. I want to change my source of income as soon as possible. I'm trying very hard, but it's taking time. But I'm being patient because God has put us in a waiting period for very, very long, and things are changing as I speak to you. So that my income is something, or my source of income is something that I want to change. Number 2, my exercise routine. I really want to change that up as soon as possible. I am lazy. I struggle. I am very good at making excuses. I start exercising very easily. It's the continuing process that's the problem. So when I was a year postpartum, I did that 30-day challenge, and then I kept it on for like 50 days, and then I got sick, and then I just stopped exercising because I was very sick, and then that's just the devil attacking me right there, because I wasn't sick for like 3 or 4 years before that. But anyway, then since then I've been struggling to just be consistent. So that's something that I really want to work on, is my exercising. Just staying on it. Like, I need some type of accountability, and I really want to join the body program, but that is not in South Africa. So yes, open for suggestions. Then number 3 is my eating habits. I need to eat way better than I do. First of all, I eat too much. Like, I can't argue that. This is not me being negative. This is me being honest and true. Like, I know I eat too much. I really, really do. And the next thing I do is I eat too much crap. Chocolates. Guys, I'm so addicted to chocolate. I was eating very healthy before pregnancy, and during pregnancy extremely healthy. After pregnancy, for the first year, I was eating very healthy because I was breastfeeding, and then it all just went down the drain, because then my cravings just kept taking over, and the hormones is still so crazy. I don't know what to do. So I'm eating too much sugar. I bake a minimum of once a week. Like, every single night there has to be something sweet in my home, and it's never something healthy, and this is bad. No, I am not gonna stop eating sweet things. I'll go into shock, but I am gonna change whatever I eat into something better, healthier, and slowly make a transition. Stop taking leftovers. Stop taking seconds. Stop eating all of Laura's food when she doesn't eat it, when I'm already full. So this is me gonna have to stay accountable, because now it's out there, right? What a stupid idea. Number 4, my hormonal balance is imbalanced. Like I told you, I said this in a blog as well, I feel like hormones are just controlling me. And I want to change that. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to start. I need to figure it out. If you have any advice, please let me know. But that's something that I still want to do, and focus on sometime this year. I want to get that fixed. I am still breastfeeding though, so there's that. But I need to educate myself about it a little bit more. Then number 5 is consistency in everything I do. Consistency in any habit that I start to implement, consistency in YouTube, in my Instagram posting, I really want to stay more consistent, and that's going to be take being consistent in planning and being self-disciplined, which is something I really need to pray for every single morning. Otherwise, I have nothing. So consistency is one thing I want to implement. Then I want to change my daily routine. Not because it hasn't been working. My daily routine that I've worked out a few months ago worked extremely well, but things are changing. Laura's getting older. She wants to spend more time outside, even though it's getting winter. But her homeschooling is getting more demanding because it's more higher level. I have taken on so many extra things, and like so many things are changing that I really just need to change it up again and just find a new one for the new stage of life. So that's something that I want to do. And then number 7, I said stop making excuses and see the progress. So that is basically looking at progress over perfection, because I am someone who constantly makes excuses and say I'm not there yet, I'm not doing what I dreamed of doing when I went to go study because of like just giving reasons and excuses. I don't own this because of this and this and this. I'm not going to do that because of this and this and this. And I'm giving reasons that are true and real. Like, I'm not a liar, but the reasons, I am using them as my excuses. And I'm not saying that there's something wrong with me. I'm saying that I'm not going to focus on being perfect. I'm going to focus on the progress. So instead of saying something like, you know what? I am just this, or I'm just having this as my work or employment. Instead I'm gonna say it proudly and say, this is where I'm at, and it's wonderful, and I've achieved so much down the line, and I'm going to achieve so much more. I'm just changing. It's a mindset shift, really. Something that I really want to do, something that I'm really working hard towards. I'm not there yet. That's why it's on my list to still get. I'm trying very hard to just change that mindset of progress over perfection. I think with a few things like my home, I've definitely got them there. With my education or my career, I've definitely gotten there, but there's a few other areas in my life that I still need to get there. And yes, I'm really going to focus on the progress and celebrate the progress instead of making excuses that I'm not at the end yet. I'm going to focus on the journey and really celebrate the progress and how far I've come and how much I've changed along the way. And whenever somebody asks me a question about anything, I am gonna honestly, truly want to, I'm hoping that I'm going to be proud to say of how much I've progressed, and just focus on that part. Nobody has to know where you want to be. Dreams change, goals change. I most definitely changed, especially in the last 3 years and obviously the last 5 months. So thanks for hanging around. If you're still here, say hi in the comments. Thank you for sitting through this very long unedited video, which is very long. I apologize, but I do hope that you find something valuable and helpful out of it. Remember to click the subscribe button, thumbs up, put your notifications all the way on, and I will definitely see you next week. Bye. Thanks for growing with us.